Hey guys, Prangell Gaming here. Welcome back to the Millwall Career Mode. It's Season 1, Episode 17. And in this episode, we have got some fantastic games coming up. I mean, just look at the screen right now. 3 brilliant football clubs in Newcastle United, Charlton Athletic, and Bradford City. Well, obviously, maybe not the Charlton one, but we've got some decent football clubs here. So the first game that we're going into is a round of 16 FA Cup game against Newcastle. This one's going to be away from home. I'm open to the challenge. Newcastle are a fantastic football club. What a fantastic achievement it would be if we were to beat them. Just imagine getting into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. How huge that would be for this League One football club. Now, obviously, the second game is away from home to Charlton. Obviously, I'm naturally looking forward to this derby game. The occasion is going to be so set. It's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait for the second game of the episode. And then we finish it off with a home tie against Bradford. I'm really looking forward to getting into every single one of these games, which has been very different to some of the other ones that I've played, because some of the teams I haven't wanted to play where others I have. This one, I've been 3 full teams that I want to go out and get the right result against. So I guess the only thing to do now would obviously to be checking the lineup to face Newcastle. Right, and this team is as strong as I reckon it can really be against a side like Newcastle. I'm really happy with the players that I've chopped and changed to make this squad the way it is. So I've gone with Jordan Archer in goal, the 2 centre-backs as Webster and the captain Hutchinson. Then we've got Joe Martin in the left-back position. I had the option out of Martin or Saborit because I needed to take out the player that was playing there in Ferguson. I put him forward so that we could put him in left midfield and then have, I believe it was Wild playing there out of that position. Then in the right back position we have Marlon Romeo. He's progressing very, very well. I'm really impressed with his growth, and I think that he's definitely challenging for that right back position against Cummins. Right midfielder is David Worrell. The 2 centre midfielders are Abdu and Vilbala. Vilbala's never had the legs to challenge in a game like this. I'm going to be brutally honest. He just never has. So this is the occasion where he really needs to prove that he's going to be good enough for the championship level. He's meant to be a really good player with really good growth, but it just seems that he hasn't been the best of signings since joining us when he did. The left midfielder I've already covered is Shane Ferguson, as I put him in from left back to left mid. And 2 strikers, as we want goals, are Aidan O'Brien and Lee Gregory. I'm looking forward to this game with those 2 being the strikers that could lead us to glory in this game. Now, onto the bench, we have Greg Wild, Paris Cohen-Hall, Sean Williams, Sunil Chietri, Sid Nelson, Thierry Ambrose, and then Tom King as the goalkeeper. But that doesn't really mean anything, does it? So yeah, I've gone with a different approach in having Paris Cohen-Hall there, just to see how he does. He's pretty decent after all, so he might be able to make the difference at this stage. I don't really know, but obviously all we can do is get into this tie against Newcastle. I'm looking forward to it. And there you go, you got the beautiful graphic of the FA Cup, which seems to somehow just spirit us all the way through this FA Cup so far. Now, just before we get into this game, I do want to quickly apologise if you hear any banging or any other sort of noises. There is building work going on in the house that I'm currently in and recording in, so I'm trying my best of this situation. I don't think it's actually picking up on the microphone. I'm just saying it just so you know. And well, while we're here, we might as well have a look at the FA Cup and how it's going so far. That's not too bad, actually. We could have some pretty strong sides. Need your main star players. Joe Martin, what can he do with the ball? He's actually on a decent run here. He's going to switch it into Abdu. Abdu, that's a great pass to Aidan O'Brien. He switched it to Lee Gregory. Oh, that's a save by Matt Sells there. David Worrell, he's going to put it into the box. Let's get a hit on it with Lee Gregory. Oh, Sells with a fantastic save there. It scores on the doors at half-time, and there's only 3 matches going on, one of which is an FA Cup magic type of upset. And that's the fact that Sheffield Wednesday are beating Hull City 1-0. Obviously, Sheffield Wednesday are in the Championship, Hull are in the Premier League. Not a bad result, if you don't mind me saying. Then you've got 2 other games. The first being Watford are drawing 1-1 with Southampton. That may require an FA Cup replay. And the final one is that our rivals West Ham United are losing 1-0 to Manchester City. To be honest, Manchester City are a great club. I would expect that to be at least the result with Man City winning at the full-time whistle there. So let's get into the second half and see if we can improve on what has been not so bad of a performance. But first, let's quickly check the stats. So the first half hasn't been fantastic. I'm not going to sugarcoat it at all. Both sides really playing as well as each other, which is quite nice to see. We're a League One side battling for promotion, standing up against probably a battling against promotion Newcastle side. So let's just get into the second half. I mean, we've probably been the better side, but I don't want to jinx it. Let's just see what happens. Maybe a replay might be needed in this one. And his stamina-wise is terrible. Gregory. Lee Gregory onto Jimmy Abdu. This is a big worry, but he'll find David Worrell. Worrell swings it in. Can Abdu win the header? He can't. It's back to Worrell. He'll swing it in. Can we win the header? We can't, but Philbala will knock it to Jimmy Abdu, who just misses. I'm going to be honest, guys. Anyone but Abdu, and that's going in the back of the net and being 1-0. And we have a bit of FA Cup magic, but because it's Abdu, it don't go in. David Worrell, what's he going to do? He's going to find Joe Martin, who plays it back to Romeo. Romeo to Hutchinson. Hutchinson to Ferguson. Oh, this is a great pass if it goes through. It did. And he's been tripped. My word. That is fantastic. I really didn't expect that to be the way it did. But I can see why he's given it as a penalty. Matt Sells comes clashing in. Beats Aidan O'Brien to the ball, I believe. But he takes him clean out in the process. Don't mind me saying, but this is a great opportunity to make it 1-0. And it would only be fitting if we let Aidan O'Brien take it. Can he score? He can't. He puts it wide. Oh my word, we've just gone and blown one of our most important chances in the game. Probably not for the first time, I'm going to be honest. We've not been fantastic. We haven't got our goal-scoring boots on at the moment. And well, that's probably as good a chance as we're ever going to get against Newcastle. And now's as good a time as ever to make 3 substitutions after missing that penalty. We're going to be taking off Fran Vilbala, Lee Gregory and David Worrell. Williams, Ambrose and Cohen Hall are coming on. I just need some energy in this game. And well, I've decided to take Gregory off over O'Brien because I expect O'Brien to have more chances to score. It's going to be lethal. And this could be the exact chance I'm looking for. Thierry Ambrose. I need to get goal side. Well, Tiote's there. This could be a problem. Ambrose with a shot. Great save by Sells. Let's get this ball back, but it's been cleared off. We have a throw on at least. We have a capable team. I really do think we've been fantastic in this match. And that's a great ball over the top to Thierry Ambrose. Could he win it? He has. My word, Thierry Ambrose has gone and he's won it for us. Well, you don't get many goals that mean more to a football club than that. I'm going to be honest. There we go. We've tried so many times. And finally, an over-the-top ball falls to Thierry Ambrose. And he puts it into that back of the net. What a way to score your first goal, to knock Newcastle United out of the FA Cup. Well, that is something else. And well, that is a great memory. And hopefully, that's the deciding goal. Guys, we have won this game. When push came to shove, we actually got the result. Yes, we missed a penalty. Yes, we probably missed one of our best chances in our game as well in Abdu's shot. But I'm going to be honest, I really don't care. 1-0 against Newcastle United. What a fantastic result. 1-0. I'm going to say thank you very much, Thierry Ambrose, for scoring your first goal for Millwall Football Club. And well, let's hope it's a lot more goals to come from that. But it's safe to say that I'm exceptionally happy with our performance. We were a brilliant side. We stood up against a Newcastle United team. I'm going to be honest, I expect that to be really hard. I mean, the stats, it was practically the same as the first half for Newcastle. We shut them out for the entire second half and we really deserved that win. And I'm so proud of the boys for going out and getting the win in that one. Now, it's on to the game against Charlton. Obviously, I'm hoping to continue this run of form, get another win. That would mean so much in a derby game. So, let's go see the team selection for that one. Right, so we're still buzzing off the fact we beat Newcastle. I know, what a fantastic result. But I kind of forgot something here. Charlton. Yeah, they're our rivals. Derby game. Good. Adds to the contest, if you must. There's a little bit of a problem that I didn't remember. Charlton are second, joint points with us, and we're only ahead on goal difference. Now you see, the problem is the fitness levels. So, this is the team I've come up with. I've kept Jordan Archer in goal. I just think that no matter what, he's our #1 goalkeeper now. He's grown enough. I want to get him to 70, really, before the end of the season. What a sensational goalkeeper he would be if he can get there. We've then got Sid Nelson and the captain Hutchinson as the 2 centre-backs. Fitness levels dictate we had to do that. The left back is Saborit. I'm going to give him another chance to impress in this game. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? Well, you obviously know, but we're not going to go into that. The right back is Cummins. The right midfielder is Fred. The two centre midfielders are Ben Thompson, who's just grown a level, and Callum Butcher. Left midfielder is Greg Wild. Two strikers are O'Brien and Gregory. As they luckily, I've got to say luck had a lot to do with it. Luckily, we got that goal. So I'm hoping that by keeping these two here and not putting Ambrose in, they should be able to combat it just because they have that little bit more knowledge of the games against Charlton. But that being said, it could be a mistake. I should really be starting Ambrose. Now, that gets me onto the bench, and Chris Twaddock comes in because Ferguson was absolutely tired. Coleman Hall's on the bench, so's Williams, Chetri, Craig, Ambrose and King. So, there's nothing more else to do than apart from getting into this game and seeing how we perform against our rivals at the Valley. We are still unbeaten in 21 years against Charlton, obviously drawing 2-2 with them in the last game that we played against them this season, so I'm still unbeaten against Charlton. But apart from that, let's see how we perform in this one. It's going to be a very, very hard game. I probably will be decided in this game. O'Brien. Oh, that's a great spot to find Cummins. Has he scored? No, he hasn't. What a save by the Charlton keeper there. And that is the first major chance in the game. Phenomenal block. And now they can move away with the ball. So now with Josh McGuinness. Oh, this is a fantastic set to him. If we can get him behind, this could be something else. Novak, I think they've gone and scored here. I'm going to be honest, they have. That is devastating, quite clearly. We've conceded to Charlton. It could go the same way the last one went actually against Charlton, couldn't it? It ended 2-2 that one, so yeah. It's not looking good seeing Charlton celebrating. I knew that this move was going to cause problems from the start. I mean, look at that. Just puts it into that bottom corner. How much more perfect could you need? And Lee Novak has just overtaken Lee Gregory in the goal-scoring ranks. But nothing more than that. We're actually losing. This is a must-win game. We can't be losing this one. And they could get another one. What a save by Archer. I mean, this is looking quite bad. We haven't turned up to this game as much as what I would have expected. So it could be really difficult. Scores on the doors at half-time. Well, you got Bolton are beating Bradford City, who are our next opponents. And then we got Shrewsbury drawing 0-0 with Bristol Rovers, Sheffield United beating Gillingham, and a 2-0 lead for Swindon against Scunthorpe United. So let's see how we've been doing in this game that has been, I'm going to be honest, it's been disappointing against Charlton so far. Well, the buzz and the hype has gone. We've been playing pretty well. Well, it looks a lot better on paper than it does in my emotions because we're losing to Charlton. That don't float well with me, I'm going to be honest. They've had 2 shots, 2 on target, and they've got a goal. Yeah, that hurts. That really does hurt. But you know what? We've got a second 45 minutes. It could turn itself around. I mean, look at the game against Swindon as a prime example. But let's be honest, this is no Swindon. It's going to be incredibly hard to do anything in this game. So, all I can ask for is let's just go out there for this next 45 minutes and just give it our best. That's all we can ask for at this point. I'm going to be making 3 substitutions here, and this point it's kind of hard because Ambrose, Twaddock and Paris Cohen Hall are coming on for O'Brien, Fred and Wild. Now, it's been a bad game for us. It really has, so I'm hoping these subs can add something, but at this point it could be a lost game. So we're just trying to do what we can do, and I'm just hoping that something comes out of this game because at the moment it's looking really bad. Saborit back to Callum Butcher. He's got some open space. He's got a shot. He's scored. My word. That is what you call a bit of relief there. 1-1. Charlton kind of switched off there. I'm going to be honest. That much space for Callum Butcher. I didn't know whether it was going to go in, but you know what? You just have to try at this point. All I've been doing is trying. And finally, that hard work, that patience has paid off. And to be honest, you can hear my voice. In my voice, it's desperation. It really is. It's kind of been quite frustrating, but you know, a goal's a goal. We've got ourselves back in it. Let's see if we can get another one. The end of this game, and you know what, a point. It's bad. It is, but you know what, it's not the worst thing, and that is a phenomenal ball to Ben Thompson. Can he score? He has! Oh my words! I did not expect that. That's completely caught me off guard. Okay then. We've got a 2-1 lead against Charlton. Things are looking up. Wow. Just as I was saying, we need to look better. We need to get improving. It's happened. We've scored. Probably from one of the most unexpected ways possible. But you know what? It'll work. It's a goal. Probably the most luckiest of strikes. A finesse with Ben Thompson. He don't score many goals, so we'll take it. We'll take it at the end of the day. 2-1. The relief. The actual relief from that goal. You don't know how much that's helped me. We might be able to just cruise to a victory here now. But, you know, nothing's easy with Charlton. With the save, though, and he can throw it out. We can now knock it on or not. They're still attacking. This is a great move. They've got it in the area. Can they score? They have. You know what? Everything's so complicated when you play Charlton. I think this happened last time. I think I can remember something like a late equaliser. So, that is annoying. And it's Lee Novak again. Why can't we stop this guy? He's not a good striker. He's not. He really is terrible in real life. So, that is gutting. But, a 2-2 draw again. It just means I can't beat Charlton. But that was a great ball by, I believe, Lookman. And, well, he set that up perfectly with the creation of that chance. And it was Lookman. So, you know, it is what it is. 2-2, it's better than losing. It is far better than losing. Obviously, it's a shame to concede it. But, you know what? It's the second one we conceded in this game. At the first point, I was annoyed. Am I disappointed? A little. Yeah, I'd say a little. Yeah, it's not good, is it? It's not good to draw 2-2 with your rivals when you was winning. But to be honest, I was losing at a point in this game, so it's not the worst case. It really isn't. I'm happy that we've not lost it. That record against Charlton is something I really want to keep intact. We can't beat Charlton though. 2-2 again. What is it with 2-2s in Charlton? It seems to just keep getting me. But you know what? It's a draw. It's a point. It's better than nothing. So that's all I'm going to say. Let's get into the next game against Bradford. You know, it's not the worst case in the world. Let's just see how we perform against Bradford. Right, so this is the team that I'm using against Bradford. I think I'd say I'm a little bit more disappointed than I'm letting on about that Charlton one. But, you know what? Let's see how we perform in this one. So, I've gone with a sort of similar lineup, changing a few of the attacking players. So, Archer's in goal. Two centre-backs are Hutchinson and Nelson. Left back is Sabori. The right back is Cummins. Right midfielders now David Worrell, as I put Fred up front. Two centre midfielders are Thompson and Butcher. They scored my goals. I'm not taking them out of the team. They were the ones that scored in a difficult situation. Ferguson is a left midfielder. I just think that it'd be worthwhile having him there now. Two strikers, Fred, as I said before, and Thierry Ambrose. Ambrose needs to break this goal-scoring duct in the league. He needs to start scoring in the league. He needs to kind of score me those goals, get me that profit that I need in the club going, because I said that I'd sign him at the end of his 2-year loan. And he's not been performing at all, has he? So, let's take a look at the bench. So, we have Greg Wild, Paris Cohenhall, Williams, Chetry, Webster, Gregory, because I dropped him, obviously, and King. I've not even put Aidan O'Brien on the bench, as you can see. It's down there. He just hasn't been meriting it at the moment. Both strikers been poor, but you know what it is, what it is. So let's see how we perform against Bradford. Can be pretty easy at times, but others, it's had its downsides. And this is a great move. Through to Fred. Can he score early on? He might be able to. Thierry Ambrose, will he nick the goal? I don't think he will nick the goal. I think it'll go down as a Fred goal after all that. And it will. Well, there you go. It's been put back into the net. And, well, a goal is a goal. I really don't know why we've started so well. I wish we could have played this well against Charlton. But you know what? It was a great move. Butcher found Thierry Ambrose, who switched over to Fred. And the keeper's made his very best to save it. Almost didn't go in. You know what? Ambrose tried to nick that goal. I really did want Ambrose to get the goal. I'm going to be honest. Ambrose needs all the goals he can get. But a goal is a goal. Fred has done the damage. More than what the strikers have been doing recently. So that's better than nothing, you know. And that is Fred's 5th goal in the league. He's slowly but surely getting some goals, and he's quite young. Worrell has beaten him to the ball. He's going to cross it in now. It's in there. Oh, it hits the post. Can we head it in? We can't. What on earth happened there? Ben Thompson's so close. He wants to score goals for some reason. I think he thinks he's become a striker. But seriously, we're so close there and it just didn't happen. They may have even got their head on it. They're one of my favourites in the league to have done well this season. Obviously, it hasn't quite worked out for them, but they have their reasons, and that was almost set up for disaster. Terrible, terrible defending there. All that we needed to get this ball up the pitch, and now Ambrose will flick it over the top for David Worrell. In his best, he can definitely get in behind. He's still going. David Worrell, he needs to not get tackled there, but you know what? It's a corner. It's better than nothing. No, it's not a corner. As I'm not playing with audio, I'm completely surprised, but that's a penalty. We didn't score the last one, so mixed emotions there. I thought he got the ball, honestly. I really did think that he got the ball, but you know, we'll take this chance. And it is at this point that you think, who do you want to take it? And I'm going to be honest, I want Ambrose to see if he can score it. And he can't. Oh, what a joy. We've missed another penalty. Scores on the doors at half-time, and finally a full set of fixtures to have a look at. So we have Charlton beating Bristol Rovers. How are Chesterfield doing? They're beating Peterborough United. Okay. So that's a bit frustrating, going to be honest. And just as another result, if we want to say something, we'll say Rochdale are beating Bolton. But, you know, the rest of the results are there. You can read them yourselves if you wish to. My word, it couldn't have been more equal if it tried. What a game it's been of football, that is. I'm going to be honest. I have enjoyed this game. It's been very, very hard, though. Very, very hard. Definitely well thought out. I want to get more goals. And you know what? I don't know whether they're going to happen. I mean, that goal there, Fred's, is the only one that's actually happened, but it is what it is. We just have to see how the second half performs, and well, you know what? We've got 45 minutes to protect this lead if we wish to. Right, so we're going to be making 3 substitutions here, and there comes a point where you struggle because you don't have 2 midfielders on the bench, so we're going to have to bring on Paris Cohen-Hall to play centre midfielder, I believe. I think that's the way I did it anyway, so we're going to have to just do it like that. Or actually, no, we brought Paris Cohen-Hall on to the right mid and Worrell's gone centre mid. But that's the issue when you actually have players that don't play in the centre midfield role on the bench. Thierry Ambrose. Oh, he's not too bad. I mean, Ambrose seems to be the one that just wants to do the defensive stuff as a striker. And that's a great ball to Gregory. He's still going, Lee Gregory! Saved by the keeper. I mean, he used his sheer strength there to get that ball. And now we've got to start moving on the attack. It's now found Cummins. Cummins to Williams. Williams to Ambrose. Ambrose, that's a great switch to David Worrell, who's still going with the ball. Worrell plays it across to Ambrose. Has the shot. Great save by the keeper. For him to Saborit. Saborit's still going. Plays it back to Ferguson. Ferguson with a shot. Oh, what a goal! Honestly, I really didn't expect that. We've scored some cracking goals in this game, and that was one of them. My word, Shane Ferguson, what a goal. The left midfielder from probably just outside the box, if I can remember without seeing the highlight. But, you know, that does mean a lot. This game has been quite hard. Yeah, so we'll see it again. He plays it back to Ferguson. Oh, it's just inside the box. But how far closer to the top corner do you need? What a strike by the midfielder. I mean, in pre-season, he was scoring loads, so we know he's capable. But that should have just secured us the 3 points. With a 2-0 lead, it should be plain sailing from here. But hey, you know, it could change. And that's Ferguson's 4th in the league. He's not doing too bad in goal scoring for a midfielder. Ending on our own half at the moment. And I'm going to be honest, I don't like it. I really don't like it. Come on, we've got to get this ball away. And this is probably where they're going to score. Thankfully not, though. Archer with a save. That is an important save. Ferguson to Cohen-Hall. Surely that's a foul, referee. They don't seem to think so. And you know, there's a lot of players up. And that is a fantastic switch to Knight Percival. He is a defender, but you know, he could make the difference. What a save by Archer. It is getting towards the end of the game, and that makes me question whether the keeper's coming up for the corner. You know what? 2-0. Not too bad. I'll take it. But we obviously far by dominated if you look at the stats. We had much more on target. I mean, they had shots, but it wasn't nowhere near as many as what we had on target. We pretty much dominated the play. We were a great side in that game. Gotta say, it was a bit lucky to get the second goal, but we got it. No means possible. It doesn't matter how it happens. But you know what? While we haven't seen a league goal for Thierry Ambrose yet, it's nice to see him score in this episode. And talking of where we're actually performing, how we're doing and everything, we might as well quickly go check the table before we end this episode. Obviously, as we have picked up points in the league. Well, in terms of the table, Charlton are hot on our heels. Literally doing exactly what we've been doing, except we've scored 7 more goals than them, or not scored 7 more. Actually, it is. I've just looked at the actual stats there, and we've actually scored 7 more goals than them because they've conceded the same to us. So, it's not looking too bad. It's not. We're still at the top. We're doing pretty well in terms of, I believe, we're about 8 points clear in terms of falling out of the promotion spaces. In terms of the playoffs, we have Chesterfield, Bolton, Coventry and Sheffield United. Coventry, real retrospective of what they're doing in real life. They're not doing so well, are they? And then in the relegation zone, you have Southend United, Walsall, AFC Wimbledon and then Peterborough United. So it's not looking good for AFC Wimbledon. I'm rooting for them. I want them to stay up. I think they're a decent side, but it is what it is. And as I've just switched it, let's see if we can quickly see who we've got in the FA Cup, if it allows me to do so. It looks like we've got Sheffield Wednesday, but you know what? Let's quickly have a look on the calendar and see if they've actually given us one yet. Right, so we're in the calendar and it doesn't look like they've actually given us our opponents yet, but look how close we are to the end of the season. Just a matter of 2 months with March and April. You know what, I'm probably not going to do an actual awards for every single player, but it is what it is. We'll see what it happens when we get there. So anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this Millwall Career Mode episode. It's been up, down, topsy-turvy. It is what it is, but you know, beating Newcastle was great, drawing with Charlton not so much, and well, the win against Bradford was better than obviously what it could have been at some points, as we did struggle. So, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next Millwall Career Mode. But until then, obviously, goodbye.